Hi, I'm Tom with Learn PDR Online, and sometimes as a PDR technician it's necessary to remove internal trims such as door cards. So I thought I'd make a short video today just showing you how we can remove this door card and see exactly what's behind it to gain access to the inside of the door panel. So stay tuned to find out how. So the first thing I always do is look around these outer edges and just feel for any kind of screws that might be there. Sometimes you have small trims, like up in this top corner here, which can be taken out, and there'll probably be a screw behind there. With inner door handles, quite often these can have small screws inside, so you have to look for little plastic caps where they can be removed and find an internal screw. And also most door handles have two screws or bolts that go through this section, and usually we can take off this front fascia to give us access to get to those bolts. So let's get started. You can see here we have a couple of Phillips screws, crosshead screws. And then there's also one more just in there behind that trim. So we'll take those screws out and see if the door card comes away. Now usually there's clips as well around the door card, and literally just clip the door card or inner panel to the door shell itself. So with a bit of gentle force we can start pulling this and see if it comes away from the door. Sometimes these little triangle trims need to be removed as well. Occasionally there can be a screw or bolt behind there. I don't think there is on this model, but we'll take it off just to be sure. And then the door cards nearly always hook over the top of the door. So you have to, with most of them, once you've got it to this stage, a bit of pressure going upwards to lift it off that ledge. Watching out for small items like this, like a lock pin. You do have to be quite careful taking off the door cards. We often have the mechanism and cable that holds the inside door handle, and then occasionally we can also have wires coming down that need unclipping for things like interior lights and electric window switches. So we'll unclip this cable and that will release the door card. So now we've removed the door card, we can see this inside membrane and things like the cable release for the door handle, speaker, wiring for a small interior light, and you have the lock mechanism here as well. So these membranes are generally stuck. You can see it's got this horrible black sticky stuff holding the membrane to the door, and this can gently be cut into the adhesive, or sometimes can be pulled away, but you just have to be very careful not to damage the membrane. And now with that membrane removed, we can see we have a couple of points where the door is opened up. Giving us access to the inside door edge. Now this is your side impact bar, which can quite often be a pain when it's doing dent removal. Sometimes you have a dent behind the bar and it's just difficult getting a tool in to be able to then get the right leverage. But sometimes they can also be quite useful if you're able to get a wave tail or paddle tool in there. It can be just enough leverage to tweak the dent out. Now here we have a sound deadening pad. Again, these can be a bit problematic when coming to do dent removal because your tool tip is going through this before it's going to the outer panel, as opposed to this section here being the actual inside edge of the outer door skin. And then once you've successfully taken out your dent, you put it all back together in reverse order. So membrane back on, check it's nicely sealed, get our door card, put it in position. We're going to hook up this cable before clipping it to the door and make sure that the handle works, and check that we've got everything plugged in if we disconnected anything. So that's it, put it all back together in reverse order. So that's it, the door card's all back on, fitted correctly. We've removed it, checked for access and reinstalled the door card. So hopefully you found the video useful. If you did, please give it the thumbs up and don't forget to hit that subscribe button so that you can stay up to date with the next video release. So I'm Tom with Learn PDR Online. Thank you for watching.